Hello everyone, this is Trevor, and today we are playing Chivalry Medieval Warfare. And today I'm going to be teaching you awesome people, I ran out of adjectives, you awesome people, how to play the man-at-arms with the changes from the CU2 balancing update. Now there were quite a few man-at-arms changes for the CU2 balancing updates, not necessarily quite a few, but very important ones. That's your preliminary match. Quite the good head-taking there. The biggest change in the man-at-arms is that he got a little bit slower. But first of all, let me give you guys a general overview. The man-at-arms is extremely fast. He's the fastest of the classes. And he has the ability to dodge, which is this. Boop, boop. He flies a little way in either direction. Something that no other class can do. Now, before the CU2 balance patch, he moved a little bit faster, and he dodged a little bit farther away. This made a big difference competitively in terms of the range weapons could reach, because now it's a lot easier for the man-at-arms to get hit midway during his blocks. Oh no, Leonidas. Oh my, saw. Leonidas is a knight who knows his shit. Leonidas is good. So, the overview, man-at-arms is very fast, he can dodge, and he's very squishy. So, you gotta be careful of his health. Also be careful of his stamina, because when he dodges, it uses it up. So keep an eye on your health and stamina as the man-at-arms. And try to dodge strikes rather than blocking them, whenever possible. Ah! Oh man, Leonidas is a very good player. He knows how to use the game, play the game. So, the first weapon I'm going to show you as the man-at-arms, and my favorite weapon, and the best in my opinion, is the Broadsword. The Broadsword is a great balance of speed, damage, and reach. You guys will normally find me recommending the most balanced weapon for each class. This may not be the best way. Oh, damn. Alright, Leonidas owned me today. Yeah, Leonidas is an extremely good competitive chivalry player. And if I had the honor of beating him in that duel, that would have been great. Great.
My apologies.
Okay. So, let's show you guys what the Broadsword does. The Broadsword is fast, deals a good amount of damage. What are you doing?
Oh, sorry.
No, I don't know. Okay, might be a new guy. That's okay. Let me show you guys the stats. So, 41 damage, 82 speed, 39 reach. These are arbitrary numbers, and I hate them, but they're good at comparing with the rest of the weapons. So, it is the most balanced man-at-arms weapon. It's also the first sword you get, and I'd recommend it to anyone starting as the man-at-arms. It takes a little bit of finesse to use in a skillful manner, as in you have to be able to drag it despite its fast speed. But even if you can't master it in the beginning, it is a fantastically balanced weapon, and I'd recommend it to anyone. Now, compared to the other swords, it is definitely the best. The Norse sword is fast, doesn't deal the same kind of damage, though. Very similar range, however. The falchion, I wouldn't recommend to really anyone. The only way I'd recommend the Norse sword is if you find yourself lacking in speed, which you really shouldn't be as the man-at-arms. The falchion, however, I wouldn't recommend to anyone ever. That was awesome. I wouldn't recommend the falchion to really anyone because it's very short range and it's a bit slower than the broadsword. It deals a lot of damage, but it's really not worth the lack of speed. I'm going to show you guys next the axes. Actually, I'm going to show you guys the Norse sword next.
I agree.
Just a simple round with it.
I thought you were
You see, you can just kind of fling yourself around. Even if you're not that good at dragging, and if you don't think you're up to par in terms of dragging, please watch my dragging tactics video. I think I lay it out pretty well there. Even if you're not that good at dragging, I would recommend the broadsword, absolutely. So here is the Norse sword, and I am getting eaten alive. So here is the Norse sword. As you might see, it is a bit faster than the broadsword. Perhaps not noticeably, but it gets the job done, and that's what you want. Alright, let's use... That was just a comparison round to show you guys the Norse sword. I wouldn't recommend the falchion to anyone, so I'm not really going to show it to anyone. The Hatchet is the next weapon I'm going to be talking to you people about. And it is the axe I would recommend to anyone if you feel like using an axe. Ugh. And axes are great at, in my opinion, getting around shields for the most part. Because they have this kind of hooked end in a weird kind of way. I don't know, I guess it makes me feel like you get around axes, and it's really fun to take heads. Get around shields, I mean. And it is, in my opinion, the funnest weapon is the man-at-arms, because it's just stupidly fast. As you can see, comparing it to the broadsword is mechanically better, but the hatchet is so fast, and it's just, it's fun. It's interesting. It's cool to see used, it's cool to use. It's fun to just chop people apart with a hatchet. In comparison to the other axes, it's definitely the best. It deals a good amount of damage, has the best speed, I believe, out of any man-at-arms primary. Something I should have mentioned at first with the man-at-arms, a general tactic to use is to use your speed as your greatest ally. I have taken like 4 heads this game. It's fantastic. Use your speed as your greatest ally. Don't try using range or damage. Don't try just whacking away at them unless you know you can make it happen. Try using your speed. So do whack away at them, but don't whack away at a knight when you know you really can't kill him in the amount of hits that you have. Probably didn't word that as well as I could have, but I'll clarify at some point. God damn! Now here's, okay, this is the Danax. I'm going to show it to you for comparison. As you can see, it's a bit slower, but the interesting side effect of that is you have a lot of drag potential. Stop hitting me with your dagger.
You smell like a woman.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So as you saw, it's a bit slow, but the range is great. And if you think you have a good handle on dragging, I would try this out at least. You might actually like it better than the hatchet and the war axe. And there are some very competitive chivalry players who use this regularly. So it's a good weapon if you know how to use it. Next on to the maces. Now the maces are a mainstay of every, actually not every class, the man-at-arms and the knight. And the great thing about the maces are they deal extra damage to knights and vanguards. Swords deal extra damage to men-at-arms and archers, but maces deal extra damage to knights and vanguards. So if you find yourself fighting knights and vanguards, I would go with that weapon. Ooh, USA. USA is a very good competitive chivalry clan. Yeah. Vanguard is probably going to be your antithesis of the man-at-arms. You can kind of take on a knight if you're fast enough as a man-at-arms, but a vanguard you have to be very skillful to take on. Because vanguards have very high range weapons. You don't, normally. So you need to use your speed to the best of your ability. You need to try to poke him to stagger his blows. And get up close. Get that face hug going, man. Yes, you see? I used my speed to my advantage the second time. The first time I got eaten alive because I was just trying to outrange him, but you cannot do that as the man-at-arms against any other class but other man-at-arms. So the mace is great because it's very balanced. I did a tactics video on it recently, and compared to the others, I would recommend it above them. I would recommend it. See, you gotta use that dodge as much as you possibly can. It's just so good. It's crucial to surviving as a man-at-arms. Ooh, shit. Okay. You can't get caught off guard like that. You got to keep an eye on your stamina, you see? If you're not careful, you will fatigue yourself. And I could have potentially survived that, absolutely. But I failed. Because I relied a bit too much on the fact that I was out of his reach, but he sprinted up to me and he used his extra range to kill me. So now we're gonna die by the hand of an archer, the worst possible embarrassment. Now we're going to show you guys the Holy Water Sprinkler compared to the mace. The Holy Water Sprinkler is the only other mace I would recommend. The Morning Star is just kind of a meh version of the Danax. I mean, if you're fighting knights and vanguards a bit more, I might go with it. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, the only class I teabag is Archer, I promise. as you saw, the Holy Water Sprinkler, it's so fast. It's, I think it's the fastest weapon the Man-at-Arms has. In fact, its speed is only matched by the Hatchet. But its shitty range is only... damn, Archers. Damn it. Hit him. I hate him so much. Okay. But its speed is only balanced by its... I'm sorry, its low reach is only balanced by its ability to deal extra damage to knights and vanguards. So that's it for the maces. The quarterstaff, I wouldn't really recommend to anyone at all. It's kind of a weird weapon. It's like the flail. I mean, you can try it out. It's kind of fun, actually, because it's really fast. It doesn't deal the kind of damage or range that you would ever really want, though. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys secondary weapons. The only secondary weapon I'm really going to show you is the dagger. No. You see? You just get pokes in here or there. And you can usually just whittle them down. Unless they kill you. Knights are very difficult to dagger against. But I'm going to try it. I'm going to try again. I don't like using the other secondaries, however, other than daggers. The daggers are all fun. I like this one the best because it's the fastest. But these I don't really like because they are essentially toned-down versions of the Man-at-Arms' main primary weapons. Alright, let's show you one more round with... I'm gonna kill this fuck. Uh-oh. Bitch, what are you trying to prove? What are you trying to prove? That the falchion's good? Ain't gonna happen, son. Yeah, don't use the falchion. Just period. After they nerf its range, it's just... I think they nerfed the range, if I remember correctly. But as you can see, the dagger can hold its own if you are patient. And you use your better speed. Can you not, por favor? What are you doing? Nope. See, you gotta use that dodge, man. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you trying to hit me? I couldn't tell. I was dodging out of the way. Don't get too cocky as the Man-at-Arms, though, because if you watch any of my older videos, you'll know that cockiness killed the cat. Curiosity kills no one. Cockiness killed the cat. Oh, I'm sorry. Also, if you dislike feints a lot, the Man-at-Arms is a very good class to defend against feints because you can dodge away from them. Ow! Bastard. Can I get him? I think I can. Yep. I tried to rely on my range. It did not work. So, takeaway points. Don't rely on range as the Man-at-Arms, obviously. The Man-at-Arms is very fast. He can dodge. Use it as much as you possibly can. Man-at-Arms is very squishy. Don't rely on his health too much. And keep an eye on your stamina. My weapon recommendations are Broadsword, Mace, Hatchet. Basically all the starter weapons. And Broad Dagger as your secondary. Remember to use finesse as much as possible and use your speed. Don't try to get in on range. Hope I taught you guys something with this video. Like, favorite, subscribe if I did. And please comment with any questions you have, any kind of comments or anything like that. And I will see you kind people later. As always, have a good day.